Hi, in this session I'm going to talk about the tool which you can use to transfer files between Windows machine to the Linux machine. So if you have downloaded any software and you want to copy it over to a Linux machine which is on the remote side, then how do I do that? I have to use the tool called as winscp. So purpose of winscp is I want to transfer the files from my Windows machine to a Linux machine which is on a remote site. So when I launch my tool winscp, it asks me the IP address where IP address of the Linux machine where you want to transfer the files. By default, it uses the FTP protocol. If you want to change the protocol, you can change it, or by default, you can leave it as FTP protocol. And for FTP, the protocol, the port number is 22, so you don't have to change it. But if you use some other protocol, you have to identify the relevant port and you can have to use the relevant port only. So by default, if you are using FTP, the port number 22 should be open, and give the IP address and the username and password of the Linux machine to which you want to connect. Then click on the login button. Once you provide these details, you can click on the login button. It will launch two screens. So on the left hand side, you have the Windows part, that is your desktop, documents, everything. On the right hand side, you have what is known as your Linux part. So you can change your location of your Linux. Okay, you can browse if you want to copy it to a different location. You can click on the browse button and change to that location. Then change the same thing, location here also. Okay, click on the browse button, change the location, and then select which file you want to transfer. Say for example, I want to transfer a file, say default.sql. Just drag and drop to the other side, it will get copied. So this is a simple tool which you can use to copy the files from your Windows machine to the Linux machine. Now you have other tools also in the market. So one of the other tool which is used is FileZilla. So if you want to transfer file from one system to the other, you can use FileZilla for transferring the files also. Thanks for watching the video. Let's look at the demo of this. So I have just launched my winscp. So I have installed my winscp software and I have launched my winscp. So the first screen, it asks me the host address, host name, the username and password with which you want to log in. So let me give my IP address. I have a Linux machine remotely. I'm giving my IP address 168.43.127, or if you have the host name, give the host name. If you want to change some other protocol, SCP, or you have to change the relevant port number also, or secure FTP or FTP works on your port number 22. So let me say I have the root access. So let me give the username and password. Click on the login button. So here you can see it has gone to the home directory. Okay, I have the Windows on this side and Linux on this side. Say for example, I want to transfer this file, PostgreSQL training introduction. Okay, so if I want to go to a different location, I can click on the open directory. I can browse and change my directory at location also. Say for example, I want to go to desktop. I go to the desktop. Okay, here I want to change the location. Say for example, okay, click on this. You have the browse one. Okay, so change the location here. Say I want to copy it to the temp directory. Okay, so this is my temp directory. So I want to copy, say for example, this pattern.output.txt to the other side. How do I copy it? Just drag and drop. I just drag and drop, so it gets copied. Okay, if it is a big file, it will take some time to copy. Say for example, I want to copy this PPT, or let's take some other bigger file. Let's say this particular file I want to copy. If it is taking time, it will show you a window of the progress and it will get copied. So this is how you copy a file using the winscp. Thanks for watching the video.